Welcome back, all my fragrance fanatic friends and beauty besties. It's Jamie here, and I hope that you are having a fantastic, wonderful day today. So the Dollar Tree is now selling perfumes, you guys. So I ran up to my nearest Dollar Tree, grabbed all 5 of them so that I could bring them home here and test them out and give you all my thoughts. I've already done an unboxing and first impressions video over on my ASMR perfume channel, and the link for that channel is always in the description box of all my videos, just in case you're interested. So I went ahead and did that, and then through the week I have been testing out these perfumes. I wanted to know, like, how do they wear? What do they smell like? All of that. So I did some more wear tests and really got to know these perfumes. I wrote down all my thoughts on my notepad here so that I can keep everything straight, so I don't forget to tell you all anything. And I also did pick up some other things, some other smelly good things as well, like the body oils, the Dollar Tree body oils, and some of the Dollar Tree sprays that they have. So we'll be talking about that as well. But really quickly, before we get started, don't forget to click that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I would love to have you as part of our fragrance family we've created here on YouTube. And now, without further ado, let's get started. First, let me talk about the hydrating perfume oils that they have at the Dollar Tree. These are $1.25 each, and they are supposed to be dupes of the Sol de Janeiro perfumes, and I feel like they're pretty spot on to what they're duping, but they are a little, they smell good, but they're a little bit softer. They're not as strong as the originals, but still really, for $1.25, really good. But I did want to mention, first off, my favorite is the Plum Orchid and Vanilla Woods. Like, oh, there's something so sexy about this one. I love this one. But what you need to know, I want to give a warning about these, is that if you, because I've had this happen when I pick them up, if this fall, like, if you bring this out and you're putting stuff on, if this tips over, it will spill everywhere very quickly. Like, it's not like a thick consistency. It's more like a watery consistency. So if you spill this bottle, like if you tip it over, it will spill very quickly. So be cautious with that. And the other thing I did want to mention is that I thought these were going to be really like an oily consistency, but they're not. They have has like a serum feel to it. It's very much feels like a facial serum versus like a actual oil, but it's very hydrating, and once it dries into the skin, it doesn't leave an oily residue. It, like, once it dries, like, so you don't have to worry about your putting this on and then getting like oil or something on your clothes. Like, once it's dry, like, it's dry. So I really love that about it. But yeah, so it says hydrating body perfume oil from Spa Sensuals, and I really like them, but this one's my favorite for sure. And then really quickly, before we get started on the perfumes, I picked up some different body sprays. Now, I thought these were deodorants. I had bought one of these for my husband a while back, and I was like using it as like a deodorant because I thought that's what it was. And I noticed that it wasn't, I was still kind of like smelly under the armpits. And I'm like, this stuff is terrible. Because it's not deodorant. It's just a body spray. But it says like from Power Stick, and Power Stick does deodorants as well. And deodorants they can come in that spray, aerosol spray can. So I don't know. I just assume they were, but these are not. These are body all over body sprays. Now, the Coastal Garden, I tried this one out. It's a limited edition Coastal Garden. This one, again, these are all $1.25. This one, I thought I would really love it, but it does come off a little like orange cleaner. So I don't really like wearing it, but I love keeping it in my bathroom, and if something's a little stanky, just kind of do little spritz, and you're good to go. But yeah, I love the way this smells like in a bathroom or something. It's very nice and clean, sweet citrus. And then also got Pacific Nights, and this one has jasmine, pear, patchouli. It smells so good. Very, very sexy, sensual smelling. Love the pear in here. But again, I don't really like wearing it on me. I like to spray it on my bed sheets at night before I get into bed. Like, it makes them smell so good. So, you know, for $1.25, I mean, why not? But my favorite out of the body sprays was the soft florals. This one, if you like to smell like fresh baby powder, this is I leave this in my bathroom. Once I get out of the shower, spray myself down with this. I pick up like violets, and it's just very fresh, powdery, clean. It just smells like the freshest baby powder. Like, absolutely love this one. Like 10 out of 10 in my opinion. Now, these are definitely not long lasting. I get maybe a half an hour out of the body sprays, but I'm completely okay with that, because sometimes I want to smell like fresh baby powder, clean when I get out of the shower. But once I've, gotten myself ready for the day, gotten dressed, did my hair, did my makeup, and I'm ready to start my day, I want to wear something else. I love to change out my perfume throughout the day. So for me, that was definitely not a deal breaker. That's not long lasting, but it's like, it smells perfect out of the shower, you guys. I love this one. So now let's get into the reason why you're probably all here today, which is to talk about the Dollar Tree perfumes. There are 5 different Dollar Tree perfumes. They all are $5 each. I remember back in the day, the Dollar Tree used to have, like, everything was $1 at the Dollar Tree. And then they changed it to everything was $1.25. Everything in the store, $1.25. But now they've got it to where there's some more higher priced items in there. Around the $5. I've even seen like some $7 items. So they do have a little bit pricier stuff now. So you do have to watch it when you're like going through I used to go to the Dollar Tree and just kind of like, just run my hand across the shelves and just be like, okay, everything in here is $1, just count the items, and that's how much you would pay. But now you can't do that. You have to really check the shelves and see exactly how much a specific item is. But anyway, so I wanted to mention that if you are looking for a perfume that is beast mode energy, great projection, longevity, these are not going to be for you. These are $5 fragrances. I mean, we are not expecting miracles here. We just want it to smell nice and maybe last a decent amount of time for a $5 perfume. And these definitely exceeded my expectations for sure. I was not expecting these to last more than an hour on me. When I did my first impressions, I didn't think they were going to last very long, but they did. And also, I was kind of, when I was spraying them out for the first time, I kind of braced myself because I was afraid that I was going to get like a huge burst of alcohol burning my nostrils because it's a cheaper perfume. But I didn't get that at all. They smell really nicely done. I was very pleasantly surprised. And I did want to mention that as far as the longevity on these perfumes that I'm going to be I'll talk about the longevity of each individual perfume today. But just keep in mind that is how long it's lasting on me. It is going to be different for everyone. It can depend on so many different factors how long a fragrance will last on you. What type of medication are you on? What type of climate do you live in? If it's super, like I've noticed that when it's super humid out, perfumes will last much longer on my skin than when it's super dry or cold out. So that can play a factor. Are you super hydrated? Is your skin dry? Are you more dehydrated? Is your skin oily? And then also, how much are you spraying the perfume? Like, how many actual sprays are you using? If you're just doing like a little spritz, and then maybe just a little dab behind your ears, these aren't going to last maybe 10 minutes on you. Like, these are the type of fragrances you want to really overspray all over your body. So many different factors go into play on how long a fragrance is going to last on you, but I can only speak on my own experience of the longevity of these perfumes. So now, with that out of the way, let's start off with one of my favorites, which is the Sage Marine. Now, all of these bottles come in frosted glasses. I think they all are really cute bottles. I mean, for $5, I think this is adorable. And you can't, I don't know if you can tell in the video or not, but it's like a little bit of a bluish liquid in here. And the lids on here are very cheap. They're very like plasticky cheap lids, but I'm okay with them. There's only one out of the 5 lids that I'm not okay with, but I'll share with, I'll tell you all about that one here in a minute. So Sage Marine. So this is the box it comes in. I think the packaging for this is super cute. This would make a perfect like gift for somebody, or if you're putting together like a gift basket for somebody and throwing one of these in there, or like a baby shower or something, and you want like party favors, or maybe like when they play games at the baby showers or the bridal showers, and like the people can win prizes. Like this is such a cute little gift. This would be great for setting out on like in a guest bathroom. If you have like company come over a lot, you know, like family that comes to visit, you know, setting this out on a guest bathroom, like these are amazing for so many different reasons that you can use them for. But anyway, I think the packaging, like I said, looks adorable. So let's read what it says. It says, fresh and invigorating like a coastal breeze. Experience earthy sage and a hint of sea salt for a fragrance that captures the essence of natural and simple sophistication. And I love that they have the notes on the back of all the boxes. This one says it's a crisp ocean sea salt with green sage leaves, invoking a natural and earthy experience. This one is definitely, I don't know if these are supposed to be duping anything in particular, but this one is, the Sage Marine is definitely giving off Wood Sage and Sea Salt by Jo Malone, for sure. I'm not saying they're dupes. You know, I wouldn't say this is exactly like that, but it's definitely giving me that vibe, for sure, if you like perfumes like that. It's not written on the box, but I swear I'm getting some bergamot in here. Just in the opening burst, I'm kind of getting like a little citrusy bergamot there. This is very fresh, herbal, sage, very aromatic. And I am getting a slight sea, it's so like light sea salt, like a ocean spray. Like if you're on the side of a cliff at the ocean and the ocean water is crashing up against, you know, and you get that little spray, that mist, the ocean mist in the air, like that's what I'm getting from this, that marine type of misty air. And really, this would be a perfect one for the gym as well, or out of the shower. Like, love this one. And I'm definitely getting more summertime vibes with this perfume. I mean, I guess you could technically wear it year round. But for me personally, when it's really hot outside, I really gravitate towards perfumes like this. And as far as the longevity on this one is one of the lighter ones out of the 5 we're going to be talking about. And so this one, I'm getting about 2 hours of wear. I can get 3 hours, borderline 4. I can kind of push it into the 4-hour mark if I really try hard. If I am pairing it with, I have a native lotion that is sea salt and cedar. If I pair it with that lotion, I can definitely like push the longevity a little bit further. But I'm really happy with this one. This one's definitely one of my favorites. Now let's talk about another one of my favorites from this perfume line here, and that is Petale Sucre. Again, like the frosted glass. Now all the lids are different colors. I'm okay with this lid. It's got more of a black lid versus the gray. And you can tell, like this juice is a little bit more like greenish looking, like aqua colored. And this one has more of a pink. It's more pink in person, but it's coming off a little bit more orange on camera. I don't know if y'all can see that or not, but anyway, so I'm super happy with these bottles, you guys. So on the packaging, it says a sweetly addictive blend of vanilla and soft musk, executing bold confidence and playful charm for someone who leaves a trail of sweetness wherever they go. Like I said, these aren't super big projectors, so don't expect much as far as like a scent trail with this, but it does smell amazing. So on the back of the box, it says, embrace the sweetness of pure joy, surrounded by delightful sugar and playful indulgence. And it says that the actual scent notes are sweet sugar crystals, juicy berries, and a hint of vanilla. This perfume is very sweet, very sweet. Like I'm getting like cotton candy type of like very candy sugary vibes from this perfume. So you really got to like sweet perfumes. It's very creamy, lots of vanilla, very feminine, flirty, fun. I'm getting springtime vibes with this. This one gives me about 5 hours of wear. And as far as projection, like I said, all of the, none of these are going to be big projectors, but this one does, you know, it does come out a little bit. A lot of these are more very intimate skin scents, snuggling up on the couch, bedtime, out of the shower, gym scents, you know, that type of vibe. But this one, along with another one we'll talk about, projects out a little bit further. Not a huge scent bubble, but just, you know, just a little bit out there. But yeah, and this one has one of the longest longevities as well. So yeah, I'm super happy with this one. Definitely one of my favorite. Yeah, like I said, it's right up my alley. Pink, sweet, sugary, love it. And I again, this would be so perfect to put like in like an Easter basket. Like, or I can just picture like wearing this for like a Sunday brunch out with the girls or something. Like, oh, love this one. Now let's talk about Rouge Royal. Now this one it's a little bit more of like a red pink juice. Like here's the difference. I don't know. I don't know if it's showing up on camera, you guys, but this is a little bit more reddish colored. This is the only lid out of all the perfumes we're talking about. This is the only lid that I cannot stand. It's this like this gold, this like fake cheap gold lid. I do not like this lid at all. But for $5, I am okay with that. I much prefer these other lids that I showed you here. So Rouge Royal, let me get you the box. This is what it looks like. This is definitely more of a fall and winter perfume for sure. It was a bit much for the summer heat and the high 90% humidity that we've got right now. And the temperature today, it says that it's going to be 90 something, but it said it was going to feel like 108 degrees. Like it is hot right now, you guys. I'm actually going to jump in the pool after this video. But anyway, so this is definitely more of a fall and wintertime perfume for sure, in my opinion. So on the front of the box, it says, opulent and captivating with an air of sophistication. Luxurious saffron, amber, and cedarwood create an unforgettable aura of refined elegance. And on the back it says, invoking the allure of midnight elegance in a dark cedarwood with alluring amber. So this one is definitely giving me Baccarat Rouge 540 vibes. I did not know. I still don't know if this is supposed to be duping that, if they did that on purpose or not. And I might have not picked this up had I would have known that, because I'm not a huge fan of Baccarat Rouge 540. I know, you guys. Don't leave me any hate comments, but Baccarat Rouge 540 is just not one of my favorite perfumes because it smells like I am in a dentist office that is in the middle of a forest. Like that's how it smells. And it's not like, and I don't get any sweetness from that perfume at all. I know some people are like, oh, it's such a sweet perfume. I get no sweetness from the original Baccarat Rouge 540. Now, Rouge Royal it's smelling like, it's smelling very amber, woody, it's comforting, it's warm, cozy feeling, but it's sweet. It's sweet. And my first impressions of this was that I really liked it a lot. Like it was definitely one of my favorites there for a minute. But now I'm starting to change my mind, because in the deep dry down of this perfume is when I'm getting more of that Baccarat Rouge, that dental. There's something like a dentist office smell going on in here. So if you are someone who loves that Baccarat Rouge 540 vibe, like I feel like you would really enjoy this perfume. I will definitely say that out of all of the Baccarat Rouge dupes and out of the original Baccarat Rouge, this is my favorite out of all of the other ones, only because this one is sweeter, and I like a sweet perfume, So this is the other one where the projection does come out some. It's not as intimate and close to the skin as the other ones. The Petale Sucre and the Rouge Royal. These two are going to be the longest lasting and the biggest projecting, even though the projection is still very, very light, but they are the biggest projectors. And this one is lasting about 5 hours as well, just like the Petale one. So longest lasting and biggest projecting perfumes out of the whole collection, just in case you're interested about that. Now let's talk about Baie Velvet. This one is, I thought this might be my favorite one when I first picked it up, but it's not. It's a nice one. It's a nice one. It's not one of my favorites, and I'll explain why here in a minute. So it's got more of like a nude look to it here. Again, I love the bottles. And here is the packaging it comes in. On the front of the box, it says, luxurious berries layered with soft floral notes and a warm, creamy finish. Effortlessly feminine and beautifully balanced, this fragrance feels refined yet inviting. And on the back it says, a juicy, irresistible berry fragrance that melts into elegance and lingers beautifully. It says there's berries, Turkish rose, and a hint of vanilla. So Baie Velvet is coming off creamy, sweet, vanilla, fruity, but not super sweet. Not nearly as sweet as the Petale Sucre, but there is some sweetness in here. It's warm. It is inviting. It has a comforting feel to it. But then in the deep dry down, within 15 minutes of wearing this perfume, it just comes off as it's very smooth, velvety feeling. It has that type of texture to it, but like that's it. Like that's all I get in the dry down. So if the creamy, sweet vanilla berry vibe, if that lasted longer in this perfume, I would love it more. But the dry down is just kind of lacking for me, I guess. So that's why it's just not really one of my favorites. But I have seen online that there's some people out there that really love this one. It's one of their favorites. So so it could just be me. It's just not one of my particular favorites. And this perfume is very, out of all of them, this is the lightest. At least on me, this is the lightest out of all of them, as far as projection and longevity. I'm getting about, well, longevity is about the same amount as the Sage Marine. Maybe a little bit less than that. I'm getting like 3 hours, 2 to 3 hours. But I could definitely see this being a great one for if you work in an office and there's people there that have like a strong sensitivity to smells. This one would be perfect because it's so light and intimate and very non-offensive. Or if you are maybe visiting somebody at a hospital or something, and you want to smell nice, but not like wear anything too perfumey or, projecting or anything. I feel like this one would be perfect, something like that I could definitely see. So this one's not my favorite, like I said, but it's still very nicely done. It's a very smooth, like really well blended perfume, you guys. I was very pleasantly surprised with the quality of it. So the last one we have is the Rose Edella. And this one has more of like a pearlized cap. Let me get the box. Okay, so this is what the box looks like. Again, these would be so cute as like party favors at like a baby shower or something, or a gift basket. Like these are adorable. This one says, a dance of youthful petals with a soft floral allure. Delight in delicate jasmine and pink peony, wrapped in gentle, rosy warmth. Feminine, fresh, and timeless. And on the back, it says, embrace the essence of pure happiness, surrounded by vibrant roses and a sunlit meadow. And it says that the notes are rose, jasmine, and peony. And I am definitely getting, this is fresh, very aquatic floral perfume. It's a little, there's definitely a sweetness there, a sweet creaminess coming from that peony, but just a very fresh, aquatic, floral, very feminine, springtime vibes for sure from this perfume. However, in the deep dry down, this becomes a creamy bar of rose soap. So you have to like soapy perfumes, because this one is definitely going to come off soapy. It's not a harsh soapy perfume like some perfumes are. It's for sure more softer, but soapy nonetheless. So just be warned, because I know some people out there hate soapy perfumes. I love soapy perfumes. This one is definitely another one of my favorites from the 5. My husband hates this perfume because he does not like soapy rose perfumes whatsoever. He's like, oh my gosh, you smell like soap. And I'm like, yeah, that's amazing. Like, what's not to like about that? I don't know. But yeah, so really love this one. The longevity on this one, I get about 3 to 4 hours in that. You know, it's not quite as, it's definitely longer lasting than the Baie Velvet, but not quite as long lasting as the Petale Sucre and the Rouge Royal. So it's kind of in between there. So my final thoughts on these perfumes is that I give them 2 thumbs up. I mean, are they as good quality smelling as Burberry Goddess or Devotion or like Liebe by YSL? No, but those perfumes are way more expensive and the bottles are way more expensive looking. Like, but for $5, I mean, I think they're great. I think they're very comparable to the Mix Bar perfumes. You know, all the different Mix Bar perfumes that they have. Those are 50 ml bottles and they are $20. I think they're just like the Mix Bar perfumes, but at a $5 cost instead of $20. And you get more, you get a 100 ml bottle versus 50 ml. So I feel like everyone and anyone deserves to smell nice, no matter what type of budget you're on. So I feel like these $5 perfumes are great. And actually, I would, like, if somebody handed me this perfume and had me smell it and test it, I would think, like, it smells more like a $20 perfume. I would think like, oh, did you pay around $20, $25 for this? And they'd be like, no, it's $5. Like, I would be shocked because it smells more like a $20 to $25 perfume. Not only by the way it smells, but also by the way it looks. But enough of me talking. I want to hear from you guys. Have you all tried any of these perfumes yet? What do you think of them? I would love to know. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And remember, before you go, to seize the day and overspray. Bye, guys.